2.
Global Radio, the production company behind Commercial Radio's Hit 40 UK show, has announced its decision to drop CD sales from the calculation. This is set to start from as early as January 2009 and means that a B-side or a golden oldie will count towards being in the UK's top 75. The change was motivated by the huge increase in download sales, which already account for 96% of the data from which the chart is created. This is opposed to 78% in 2006 and 55% in 2005. As Paul Jackson, Group Programme Director of 95.8 Capital FM, the Hit Music Network, the XFM Network and Hit 40 UK sums up, downloads have now become the driving force for record sales, as statistics clearly show. In January 2006, download sales were introduced as a contributor to the top 40, with the idea being that the consumer was more in control of what was played on the airwaves and in the chart. It was introduced due to the growing number of people using the internet as a way of accessing singles, as in 2006 alone, BPI statistics showed that 11,312,000 physical CD singles were sold, as opposed to 52,505,000 singles downloaded off the net. This notably marked both a terminal decline of physical single sales and the rise of the single download. Changes to downloads in 2006 were also useful for bands who used newer technology such as the internet to promote themselves. They usually did this by posting a single available to download for 2 weeks until the physical single came out. This then included extra tracks to encourage fans to buy it, and the download was then accessible to a consumer for up to 2 weeks after the physical CD single had been deleted and removed from the charts. This was used as a way to further capitalise on the success of the single and has proved successful for many musicians, with US hip-hop artist Gnarls Barkley being the first group with a single to reach #1 purely through downloads. Their summer hit of 2006, Crazy, ended up having 397,000 copies downloaded by the end of the year. On the 1st of January 2007, more chart rules were brought in to further capitalise on the growing success of music downloads and the decline of the physical CD. This was done by allowing digital sales to count towards chart positions even if there was no physical version of the single, as, before this, only an artist that released a physical format of the song available for download could have both sales counted towards a chart position. This led to previously unsigned act Cooper being the first unsigned band to make it into the top 40 with their single Blag, Steal and Borrow reaching number 31 in the UK charts. The changes further led to the decline in the physical single sales, with just 8 million sold in 2007 compared to around 72.6 million download sales. This resulted in high street stores such as HMV and Woolworths dropping their in-store top 40 chart for their own, which again caused single sales to fall. At the beginning of 2008, it was revealed that the spread of music downloading, both licensed and unlicensed, was choking record companies. To try and counteract the slump, as well as the fall in single sales, retailers launched their own downloading sites, offering tracks from as little as 77p. At the time, Woolworths' director Jim Batchelor said, "CDs are alive and well for album sales, but unfortunately the physical singles market is in terminal decline. People now choose to access both new and old music through downloading." Because of the spiralling sales for singles, with the market being less than a sixth of the size it was in 2000, entertainment retailers who had relied on income from single sales suffered, and this eventually led to the demise of shops such as Woolworths or Zavvi, who had relied on Woolworths' Entertainment UK to supply their goods. Nick Hood stated at the time that core DVD and CD business has been taken away by online trade. But as radio, music and the internet start to converge, what's in the future for the music industry? In a time where we've already seen the decline, slump and removal of CD singles, what's the future for physical albums versus album downloads? In 2008, album sales generally fell by 3.2%. However, when Radiohead released their 7th album, In Rainbows, for download before its physical release in January, they invited fans to pay for what they thought it was worth. Despite this, devoted fans still bought the album when it came up for physical release and pushed it to #1 in the charts. This helps to prove that, despite people being able to pick and choose what to download for their own personal playlist, others are just as willing to wait and pay for the physical sense of the CD, the cover art, the bonus tracks, the added extras, or something to actually show people in terms of their music taste, or to prove that they have bought it themselves. Personally, yes, it divided. For some reason, I would still rather have the physical album itself, even though I'll still put it on my laptop to listen to, and even create playlists with. However, I can understand why people wouldn't want to pay for an album when there's just one track they love on it. I think that, as proven by CD singles, when the internet and music converge, it's easier for bands to promote themselves and for people to access the music they want when they want. And for this reason, I think it may just be a matter of time before we start to see the gradual decline of the humble CD. But what do I know? A year, or in fact a week, is a long time, and anything could happen to the face of the music industry. So I guess we'll just have to sit back and face the music.
Keep listening and all will be revealed now.